hopefully I can get the master rank soon.
Ignore my prophecies at your pain.
Round 1, fight. Round 2, fight! Round 1, fight! Round 2, fight.
have a problem with ice?
Water must flow freely, Sub-Zero.
Round one, fight!
You are pathetic and weak.
Round two, fight! Final round, fight! Brutality. Sub-Zero wins. Round one, fight.
under the weather.
Round 2, fight! Final round, fight!
My chains are broken!
Brutality. Havoc wins.
You have a problem with ice?
Round 1, fight! Round 2, fight!
Cold consumes you.
Final round, fight!
Hibernating?
Finish him! Fatality. Sub-Zero wins.
You can't match my experience.
Hey, I'm not the noob here.
Round one, fight!
Over and done. You will lie in a tomb.
Round two, fight! Brutality. Sub-Zero wins. Round.
Oh well. Yeah, to everybody, Happy New Year. I have big plans for 2024. Also, hopefully, I know I wasn't able to do the Resident Evil 4 remake yesterday. Hopefully, no guarantees, but hopefully I can do it tomorrow. But no guarantees I'll be able to do that either. But I will be getting the Resident Evil 4 remake done soon, though. I can't say it will definitely. I know for sure that the playthrough on Twitch is going to be done before the end of January, and I would say I'm like 90% sure it's going to be done before January is even half over. 90% sure.
Round one, fight! two, fight. Sub-Zero wins. Round one, fight.
Now know.
Round two, fight. Finish him. Fatality. Quan Chi wins. Round one, fight! Round two, fight! Finish him. Sub-Zero wins.
And I got that promotion to Master. Like, I don't know if I can do it, but I hope I can make it to Demigod before the season ends. In fact, let me show you. I think I'm going to go back to practice mode. So if you notice, it's going to last 42 days. So obviously that's a little bit, I would say maybe almost 6 weeks. So the point is that I got that amount of time to be able to go up to Demigod. So in season 1 of the rank match, I'm not talking about the content. I'm just talking about the rank match. Like, so Combat League, this is like, it says season of the crime match. This is the 3rd season. So in season 1, the one with Scorpion, I was almost able to make it to Demigod. I was so close, but I barely fell short. So that was unfortunate. Then season 2 was actually the time when I took a little break from playing this game regularly. That was, I think, some kind of vampire season. I think it was like a Halloween thing or something like that. So I didn't really make it that far. Here, I think I have a shot at making it to Demigod again. I was so close at season 1, and I'm starting to brush the rust off. So I think I've already gotten most, if not all, of the rest off. So, but I'm going to go to practice mode. I'm going to show how there's a new particular combo with Sub-Zero and Scorpion I've actually discovered. So it's very hard to do though, but it can be extremely useful if I can get the hang of it. So why don't I?
Ying Fortress.
So why don't I show you that? So the first thing I'm going to do is, so you know the hammer, right? It can be punishable, but you can also cancel it into a slide before the second hammer lands. So if someone is saying, "Oh, it's an overhead," they block. In fact, it'd probably be better if I. Hold on, let me change to Sub-Zero, as I want to show you the pros and cons of doing something like this. I don't know why I had Scorpion there.
Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero. Scorpion. Sub-Zero.
It's my favorite stage, the snow variant. There we go. So I'm gonna have Sub-Zero do this. So notice how it's an overhead, right? See, it's an overhead. See, it's an overhead, but the next move is then a high. So let me get Sub-Zero. Okay, hold on. Let me get him to do. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that either. Hold on. Why isn't he doing this? Hold on. That's what I wanted to do. All right, there we go. So, see, a lot of people. So let's say you're gonna block. So you're like gonna block low, right? You're prepared, and then you see Sub-Zero's hammer. You're like, oh, overhead. So you want to immediately block up. But if he cancels into a slide, and you don't duck, and you see, it's possible to duck and then block the slide, which can lead to a punish. But it's very hard to do that. If you can catch your opponent off guard doing that, you know, you can get slide damage. And in fact, I'm even going to show you the amount of damage. See, that's like 90% damage right there. Not 90%, what am I saying? 90 points of damage, 90%. That's silly me. Alright, so now the cool thing is that you can even go to You can even use the enhanced slide. In fact, I should probably set it to have unlimited meters. Now, what I want to do is I want to have Scorpion's Fireball combo extender to be able to make a combo off of this, not this. See, it's very hard to do that. What is going on here? See, I want Scorpion's Fireball to be able to make a combo right after that guy gets launched in the air, but it's extremely hard to do. This is exactly what I want to do, and of course I can't drop the combo. Look how much damage I can get off of that. That's 250 points. That's like 1/4 of someone's health. So that is a heck of a lot of damage. Now, to be fair, though, that is if I hit him with the first move. So I'm going to try to get my opponent. Let's take a look at the amount of damage the opponent can get if the opponent blocks the first move, because it is a big difference. So I'm just going to have my opponent block like this. No, block mode. Just wanted to block highs. Stance. There we go. Why did silly me? I didn't save it. Aye. Oh wait, I did save. Huh? Why didn't he block it? Why isn't my opponent blocking the attack? Okay, that's strange. I didn't make a silly mistake. What happened here? Why isn't my opponent blocking any attacks? This is really strange. Okay. Something is strange here. What the heck? Oh, maybe it's because I have the opponents set up to do the recordings, so maybe I can get my opponent to stop doing that. You know, I still don't know how to cancel the recording here. Okay, good. This opponent still is being weird here. Okay, let me reset. Let me reset the match. I don't know why I have to do that. The point is that so I can talk while this thing is loading. So you see, with that little deceptive move, you know, it's not impossible, but it's extremely difficult for the opponent to block in time. Because the way your opponent can do though is if they're getting a hammer attack, they can just stand up no matter what. Because you know the second part of the hammer attack is a high, which means you can block it while kneeling. It can be a so.
Ying Fortress.
So if the opponent does that, then you know then it won't work. You can get punished. So let me get the computer person to. I don't know why my opponent is doing this. So block mode is stance. Okay, so now it worked. I don't know what's going on. Aye. You see, it's a lot of work, and I'm still struggling to perfect this. But I have been able to get the combo down though, so it shows I can do it. I just got to really practice it a lot. Happy New Year, Flawless. Thank you for your support. Just giving you a little lesson. It's a new Sub-Zero combo I discovered. It's very hard to do it, but it can definitely be useful if you try it. I'm going to get back to rank match soon. They want Scorpion to be able to turn that into a combo extender. You see, if you do the hammer and then cancel into the slide, sure, it's very hard for... It's not impossible, but it is very hard for the opponent to, like, duck all of a sudden. It takes a lot of speed, and especially if your opponent is not expecting the hammer, your opponent may, like, immediately stand up, and then especially may not expect, the cancel into the slide. The mid Scorpion work. I'm about to show you that. I've been able to do this before, but you see what Scorpion does is that he does, if you can time it right, the Scorpion does use the fireball, the 2 fireballs to launch your opponent in the air, and then you can jump with Sub-Zero and start a combo with that. But that's if I can time it right. I've been able to. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, unfortunately, I dropped it. Okay, I gotta stop dropping these combos. Okay, I'm really messing up. Hold on. That's what I was trying to do. Alright, so, yeah, it may not be, so it's 213, which isn't a whole lot of damage, but still, over 20% of someone's life. So, it can still get, like, take a good amount of life away. I mean, if your opponent is not, is not expecting, is maybe waiting for the punish, right? Your opponent is ducking and then stands. Now you can be punished. But if you try this, see, that's the way you can catch your opponent off guard compared to this. See, that only gives like 90 points of damage. That's like less than 10%. It's like 90% of someone's life. So that can be a big difference. And considering the fact you only really need 1 meter, that's not so bad. You obviously need half of Scorpion's cameo meter. Now, I want to show what actually happens if you make the best of it. So let's pretend I have like 3 meters, right? And guys, see, you have to do this really fast. It's super easy to mess this up. That is the challenge. Can't even get the meter done. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to burn like 2 more meters, extend it, and then extend it into a fatal blow to see how much damage you can really get with something like this, the potential. Let's say you're really struggling at the end, right? You have like 10% life left, and you don't know what to do. Maybe try to catch your opponent off guard. Of course, I'm going to be practicing this a lot off stream. I don't know. Am I doing it too slow or doing it too fast? Yeah, could be. But let's try to find out if I... There we go. Alright, now we can find out. So, now obviously, since I already burned a meter with a slide, I can only like burn, 2 more meters. And of course, it's assuming I have 2 meters to burn. So, yeah, you're fairly close. You said, so yeah, still a whole lot of damage. I mean, you can still really like get some damage if you have a fatal blow and 2 meters. Now, let's say the worst case scenario, you only have 1 meter to burn. I shouldn't have done. Let me reset that. That's not the rational combo to use. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Now let's see what happens if you don't have any meters to burn. You only have that 1 slide. See how much damage you can get. Oh wow, that's interesting. So, oh wow, that's really interesting. So I guess using those little combo extenders won't really work. I might have done it wrong, but I think it's just not necessary to use those combo, those 2 other meters. Yeah, You're right. You're absolutely right, Flawless. Oh, by the way, Flawless, if you want to play some casuals, let me know in the Twitch chat. I'll invite you. If you just want to, you know, chill and watch the stream, you know, your choice. Yeah, that's what I would. That's my mind to show you is all of you is this new Sub-Zero because okay. So of course it does take practice, but if you can get the hang of it, it can like really turn into a nasty combo, and it can be very useful too. You know, in fact, this, not this, but this. So I'm going to show you, one thing I do want to show is, like, don't, like, completely rely on something like this, though. Like, it's good to try to catch your opponent by surprise, but don't, like, think it's 100% safe to do. Don't, like, use this as your only, like, strategy. Because, see, I'm going to show you. See, it is possible to block and punish this. I mean, it's hard to, you know, you really need quick reactions. You know, I mean, if you're not, like, on guard for the hammer, you have to have, like, a double reaction. You know, you first need to stand and then duck. And that's, you know, that's very hard to do. What you could do, though, one of the universal methods you could do... See, as soon as... Because you see what I mean? You also can't, like, duck. You can't, like, duck too early, because if you duck too early, see, then you can get launched in the air. And the big thing I want to say is that if you do use that, enhanced slide, so if you catch your opponent with that hit, and then launch the opponent in the air with that scrubbing extender, you know, you're going to be in trouble. So the point I want to say is that it's... Thank you, happy New Year, Bushia. Thank you for your support. So the point is that it's possible to block it, but it's very hard. You have to be quick. I mean, obviously, I know I'm expecting the AI here to do this, so it doesn't look that hard. But when you're like fighting your opponent, and you know what your opponent's going to do, you have to have quick reaction, and it's a double-edged sword. You see, if you duck too early, if you're expecting it, you duck too early, you know, it can make or break you. It can be a real mind game. That's the thing, and that's why this thing is like super useful. So, what if my opponent ducks too early? I'm about to show you that. So, let me get my opponent to stop doing that. See, that's a quarter of your opponent's life. That's not bad. And you see, you have to, like, be very quick with Scorpion's cameo, otherwise you drop the combo. Let's see what happens. That's if I hit the opponent with the hammer. It's a big difference whether you hit or miss. Look how much damage that is. It's almost 340 damage. That's a lot of damage. That's just 12 points short from doing a Fatal Blow raw. If you catch your opponent raw, like, it's going to give you 350 points of damage, right? So... So this hammer, like, it can be, like, really useful. And of course, it is a bit risky, to be honest, if your opponent is super good. If your opponent has super quick reaction and can take all of that, sure, you can get risk getting punished, but, you know, not... Here's the thing, though. We have breakers. I mean, if you have, like, let's see, what am I saying? We don't have a breaker. Okay, I'm a fool. So, yeah, you don't have a breaker. It's risky because you won't have a breaker, because if you use an enhanced slide, you're going to burn a meter, so you can't do a breaker. So yeah, you will get risk getting caught in a combo, But if your opponent doesn't really have like any meters to enhance combos or anything, you know, it's not a super bad idea. Even though it's a little risky, you know, it does pay off if it works. That's the thing. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Ah, man. At least I am being a little bit more consistent with it, though, so I am getting a little better. So I just want to see what the difference is. I'm curious. I don't even know what the difference is. I'll have to find out. Looks like it is going to be less damage, though. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Oh, yeah. It's a 2-point difference, so same thing. Did you just get a regular hammer? Interesting. I wonder if this got nerfed, because I don't remember... Whoops. Oh, it's a bit of an error. Yeah, so it's just a few point difference. But it can make the difference. You see, the really cool thing, so that you just saw that's like 454 damage. So I think it all depends on how much life your opponent has. If you know for sure that it'll kill, because let's say your opponent has you know, so let's say your opponent has like I don't think I need this. So if your opponent has, if it says your opponent has like 450 points or 448 points of damage, or yeah, 450 points exactly, and let's say you can get that hammer. If it already says your opponent has 450 points of life left, use that extender. You use that. Not yet. I haven't done I probably should have done that. What about it, Flawless? Maybe I should check it out. Could be something I'm missing. I haven't done I did the main tutorial, but I kind of, to be honest, I flaked out on the Sub-Zero tutorial, so let's see. You're talking about this one, right? Oh. You know what? Let's take a look at that. Why not? Whoops. So, okay. There we go. Alright. I guess it won't let me move on unless I do all of these, so... Okay. Not a bad combo if you're trying to get used to Mortal Kombat 1 mechanics and Sub-Zero. Not, to be honest, not the most optimal, but, you know, it's not a bad start if you're just trying to learn to use Sub-Zero / Mortal Kombat 1. What is that? Okay, this is a bit different. Alright, what's it supposed to look like? Hold on. Okay. Oh, no, you're not supposed to do exciting. Oh, silly me. Okay, I got it now. Alright. Okay, I was jumping, so that was silly of me. Alright. But that's 231 points of damage. I don't mean to sound harsh or anything, but, you know, it's that kind of thing where if you freeze the opponent on the ground, it does kind of look cool, but you know, if you're really looking for like optimal damage, you know, because here's the thing: when you go against like really good players, you're not going to have that many chances for a combo as it is. So the big thing, you know, in competitive fighting games is you always want to make sure you want to try to make the best of the opportunities you get. You want to try to get as many points as damage as possible. So yeah, if you're just playing for fun, you know, using casual play, yeah, if you want to impress your friends and all that, if you just want to show like the unique combos he has, yeah, it's a good idea. But if you're trying to, you know, become a competitive player, if you're trying to level up your competitive play, may not be the best option just because of the fact that that particular combo doesn't provide that much damage, if that makes sense. So. Okay, so this is an air combo. Okay, I think I see it now. Oh, I can skip right to it too? Okay, I can take a look at it. I figure I've already started, might as well try to get this one. What the heck? Oh, dive kick. Oh, yeah, of course, silly me. Probably should have taken a look at the demo. I kept using the enhancer. Okay, this is a bit of a challenge. But again, you know, it's not... I'm telling you, it's a habit. I'm so used to doing these optimals. I'm gonna view the demo. What's this supposed to look like? You know, I might just skip to the last one. Okay. That actually is a bit hard to do. And yeah, 223, that's not... The reward, it really isn't that much, so... But I'm gonna at least... I think I might review all of these just for fun, but I'll take a look at the... I'll at least take a look at the... Yes, I am too optimal. The thing is that, you know, I do like to play this game competitively, so I do like to train myself for the optimals. But let's see what Combo 8 says. You were talking about the last one? Yeah. So let's see how... What the heck is this? I'm viewing the demo. Let's see. Oh, snap. Holy moly. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's not too shabby. Wow. Let's see how much points of damage that's going to be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, 405 points of damage. Okay, that's actually not bad. But the thing about this, though, yeah. So yeah, it's definitely cool. Again, you know, if you're just trying to, you know, have a good time, you know, playing casuals, want to show, you know, your friends or like just some people in general some really cool looking combos. It's good for how should I say it? It's good for like you know, maybe I think what's the term I'm looking for? A show, if you're trying to put up, you know, put up a good show, if you're trying to, you know, entertain people and all. It's good for entertainment purposes. But well, is it as good as the other optimals? So in fact, I could probably show you. We're at combo mode, but I'll show you. You see, doing something like this though, when it comes to optimals, this is actually going to end up being much more damage. It's going to be like over this. And to be honest, I'm having a hard time doing that. You know, it's hard to do that. I think there is a particular tournament where it's not an actual fighting game. I know Dragon Ball Z kind of had that, but there was a particular tournament. It was kind of interesting tournament where you actually had to make your combos look super fancy. It didn't have to exactly provide as much damage, but just had to look fancy. And then there were actually some judges that judged it based on how fancy it was looking. So for this kind of combo, yeah, that would be good if there was a tournament for Mortal Kombat 1 like that. Oh yeah, I gotta view the demo again. This is super hard to do. you have to, like, time it right, though, man. And, I mean, if this provided, like, over 450 damage, I would say, yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's crazy. You hit with the overhead slide mix with part of this combo, you can make something happen. So, oh, you mean the overhead slide mix with part of this combo? Oh, I see. So you were talking about something like this, so you mean doing the ground freeze. You know what? You have a good point there. In fact, why don't I go back to practice mode and try something? Okay, that actually looks promising. Thank you, Flawless. But back to the, back to those back to those fatality, not fatality, those combo guides. I actually don't think it's a bad. Yeah.
Scorpion, Sub-Zero.
I don't think those combos are like, are so bad because we have to remember that. Competitive players are kind of like at the top of the pyramid, and the casual players are like below the top. You see, most people play Mortal Kombat just to kind of goof around, have fun, goof around and or have fun. Like some people just want to have a good time, have fun, enjoy the casual gameplay, which I have nothing against at all. I mean, games by the end of the day are designed to have fun, and most of the people play Mortal Kombat, or any fighting game just for casuals. You see, there are actually it's a small minority of people who actually get into Mortal Kombat competitively, want to study the competitive mechanics, get a little bit serious about this game, go to tournaments, play ranked matches. It is like the top of the pyramid. So you see, NetherRealm Studio and like all game companies, fighting game companies nowadays, their goal is to satisfy like the majority of fighting game players, which is for casual. Just kind of casual, focused on mainly having fun, having a good time, not really paying attention to the mechanics. So, if they don't satisfy the casual players, then, the game will likely not sell as well. You see, if you made a fighting game that would only satisfy the competitive players, that really didn't have anything casually good, then, there's a small chance the game is going to sell well, and of course that means the game, if the game doesn't make a profit, it's not going to be good for the company, and that means that franchise might die, a company could go out of business. In fact, back in the 1990s, there were so many competitive fighting games that only focus on competitive gameplay, and now most of them are forgotten about nowadays. Because even back in the 90s, there were more competitive players, and games were harder, but a lot of them are kind of nobody really knows about them anymore. So, let's see. Sorry, I was still got a little carried away with the conversation. Gotta focus on this combo, so hold on, let's see. Let me activate infinite meter. What the heck? Okay, now I'm really goofing up here. So that's the combo I had in mind. That's a habit. See, combos do take time to master. Okay, I got it. Okay, obviously the regular version will work. Let's see if it'll make a difference if I try to use the enhanced. Oh snap, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's see. So I think the mistake I made was I probably should have used an ice ball to freeze the guy. That's, I think, what I was wanting to do. Might have to take a look at that little tutorial again. What the? Whoa. That is true. And not to mention the fact that it is pretty hard. You have to be like the right position, be able to freeze the opponent while in the air, because, you know, obviously you only have one shot at that. You see, and if you have to time it right too. You see. And you have to, not only do you have to time it right, but you have to be in the right position. And I think you're right. You see, obviously the ice ball is going to, even though we're not seeing it now, it's pretty obvious that the ice ball is going to scale, and then you can only really do a slide after that. So, you know, you could probably, you know, Floss, I think you're right. You could probably just get, you know, get like as much damage, if not more, with an easier combo. You see, I don't mind hard combos. Like, I don't mind them at all, but as long as if they actually provide the damage. You see, if I spend a lot of time trying to master a good combo, I at least want to make sure I'm rewarded for it. And if I don't get rewarded from the combo, I'm not going to spend the time, you know, practicing it and trying to master it, you know, as a competitive player. You know, like Tekken 7, I know this is a Mortal Kombat stream, but I might as well talk about Tekken 7, talk about combos. So, Law's optimals in Tekken 7 are extremely hard to do. They're like literally, like, in my opinion, one of the hardest combos. In fact, it's the hardest combo I've ever tried. It's called the DSS. I'll explain that if I do another Tekken stream again. I've already done that before. The point is that if you're just one frame off, you drop the combo. That's how hard it is. You have to be perfect with the frames. And in fact, every time I go to a tournament, I usually like to go early. If I go to a local tournament, I like to go early to try to warm up and get used to the screen so I don't mess up his combos. And even nowadays, in Tekken 7, I still mess up his optimals here and there. But the reason why I like doing them is because they are high reward. They give a whole lot of damage. I mean, believe it or not, you can take up to, I would say, between 25 to 33% of someone's life in Tekken away with those optimals, you know, with Law. Maybe even take 40%, depending if there's a wall there or not. So the reason why I spent all that time practicing Law is because his optimals paid off. That's what I liked about it. So, let's see. I might as well try it again, though. Yeah, see, 214. If I try to get a hammer, you see, without the hammer, if you notice, I think it was, if I recall correctly, it was below 200. And obviously with the ice ball, it's going to scale that, so, you know, the thing is, yeah, it does look fancy. If I were at a tournament where I was like, where the goal was to make your combos look as fancy as possible without worrying about damage, and then having judges rate how fancy it looks, yeah, these kind of combos would be great. But I already said, you know, at a competitive level, you know, at competitive gameplay, though, you know, if I'm at tournaments, as I said, my goal is to make sure I get as much damage as possible every time I get an opportunity. You know, every time I get a combo opportunity. And that's actually one of the reasons, I would say one of my biggest weaknesses in this game, because even now, I still, like, drop combos here and there. And there's so many tournaments, like, online and offline, where I actually end up losing a tournament match just because I drop one combo. I mean, it can make a big difference. You see, I think I've already said this enough, though. I made my point there. Yeah. Let's see. But you know, something I've like really discovered is that it's I actually like was a casual player, and you know, when it comes to Tekken Mortal Kombat, I was a casual player until I would say Tekken 7, to be honest. You know, Mortal Kombat, I played all the Mortal Kombat games, but I only played it casually until Mortal Kombat 11. Tekken's the same thing, casually until Tekken 7. And you kind of like get a whole like different perspective. If you like commit yourself to being a competitive player, it's kind of like a different experience. You know, it's kind of like your attitude changes, like not for the worse, obviously. You know, if as I said, you know, it's all about sportsmanship. But the point is that it's kind of like you kind of see a different vibe onto it, and that's what's really interesting. You know, Mortal Kombat X, I played it casually. I did try. That was the first time I actually tried ranked matches. Same actually with Tekken Tag 2, but I never really got into competitively until you know Tekken 7 started studying the mechanics, the optimals, you know, the frame data, and all that. So that's when I really started studying. It's really interesting how it gives you like a completely different perspective, but not in a bad way, you know, just different, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, you know, I know I've said this a lot on stream. I have nothing against casual people. People play games the way they want to play. Games are designed to have fun, and whatever you think is fun, you play it the way it is. If people will just want to play it casually, I have nothing against that. Okay, I'm gonna mute the mic. I think that the mic is on.
I have
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight. Finish him. Sub-Zero wins. Round 1. Fight.
I agree that thank you for the support. But I agree that those issues need to be fixed. It is starting to become an issue. In fact, it happened earlier on stream.
2, fight!
That's funny, I was trying to do the combo breaker, I couldn't do it.
Kung Lao wins. Round 1, fight!
Courses through me.
Round 2, fight!
History won't remember you.
Brutality. Sub-Zero wins.
Alright. Yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea. Let's see, how do I create a private group chat? I think I have to invite someone, though. Wait, never mind, I stand corrected. Oh, you're right. Hey, Flawless, if you can hear me, can you type in the Twitch chat, please? I just created a private party. You're right, that's not a... I didn't know you could do that. I thought they patched that in the PS4, but maybe not on the PS5. I know in the old days in the PS4 you could do that, but then they patched that. You had to invite someone to start a party. Yeah, I didn't invite anyone. Alright, nice. Thank you, Flawless. Alright, should be good. Well, Flawless, did you hear about? Have you seen the post for that full combo tourney at Bakersfield? I don't know if you've seen it yet. I can message you the link if you haven't seen it yet. Nice. Opponent turned on the match. Oh, okay. Yeah, the tourney is going to be like literally one day after Tekken 8 launches, so I'm not going to have that much time to practice Tekken 8. Hopefully my training in Tekken 7 will apply to that.
Round 1, fight.
Oh snap, that was bad timing. Oh snap. It uses the breaker. Okay, it doesn't use the breaker recklessly. Oh, snap. Ah, I hit the throw break too early. It said throw counter. I did too early. It's extremely hard to break out throws in this game. Okay, that was definitely not smart on my part. Yeah, that was... I think I missed a top punish. Yeah, that was very silly. Oh man, I'm so lucky I was able to take that win. If I lost, that would have been my fault completely. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to like fully focus on this match now. Thank you, Flawless. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Have fun playing Fortnite.
Round one, fight!
Cold consumes you.
Round two, fight! Sub-Zero wins. Round one, fight! There will be no truce. Round two, fight. Final round, fight.
What happened?
Sub-Zero wins.
It's been about an hour and a half. I think I'm going to call it for today. Thank you for your support, everyone. It was a lot of fun playing the ranked matches. But yeah, I've decided I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to close the stream right now. I'm feeling a lot more confident than I did like about 3 weeks ago in Mortal Kombat. Though I'm really getting back into it. So, yeah, hopefully I can start the Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough. I should say continue the Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough soon. But I'll definitely be getting it done before the end of January. So, you all have a good one. Bye.